Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French in July 1939 as we continue our war against the United States. Alright, we're getting so close with Britain. We have a submarine attacking our bombardment fleet. Light damage to one of our destroyers. One destroyer versus one large cruiser. This is a Marocaine. We're going to have some trouble with this fight. Alright, dead ahead. Environmentals are fair, which is bad for us. So we're going to have to be very careful with this engagement. I think we'll start with high explosive. What's our range? Might be too far for her. Nope, we're within range. And our torpedoes are 11 kilometers. I just want them trained forward for now. I just want one hit. Knock down their accuracy a little bit. Apparently they don't have range. There we go. A little bit of damage. Light shells, we're not going to get a lot of plunging fire going into the deck. We're going to get more belt hits at any given range. Five to 7.5 kilometers is probably our armor-piercing range. But I'd like to figure out when they're going to open up. Almost within 8 kilometers now. Yep, we jammed the X turret. Oh, nope, it's coming around. It's free. Down to 7 kilometers and they still haven't closed range. Well, if you're going to show me your flank. Six and a half kilometers, and we're still not seeing any gunfire from them. Non-penetrating hits at 6 kilometers. Alright, we finally see some gunfire from them. Why did my music turn off? Let's take care of that. There we go. Ah, that finally got a hit. Come up to flank speed. Denver, she has six inches armor. 7. I'm gonna switch to AP, close in. Torpedoes are free. I'm gonna start taking a lot of hits this close though. This is a dangerous all or nothing strategy. Chase our torpedoes in because we know she's going to maneuver and she's going to have fewer options, fewer guns free. Really, we should probably be evading at this point. What's her accuracy like? Pretty poor. There we go, flooding hit. Ah, jeez, they got us too, though. Hey, another hit. Excellent. Torpedo detonations. Flooding in the fantail. Or aft steering, I should say. Compartment 10. Hard to see through all the smoke. There we go. Good hits. We can't take as many hits as they can, though. They are a rather large light cruiser. And as we get closer, it's going to be harder for them to miss. Well, I imagine their damage is enough already to max out the 50% malice. I don't want to expose our flank. I don't want to slow down. There we go, all 4 turrets. Let's reverse our course now that we're opening up a little bit. Because we're getting occasional hits, and they are not. Their hits are rare. Excellent, more flooding. There's one hit. Funnel's good. Reduces their speed. Just got a good list going on. Two more hits. Flooding up forward now. Excellent. Man, the angle on these guns is great. Oh, man. Turrets are coming around. And we're going straight ahead and getting 100% accuracy. Just keep going until our accuracy dips a little. Oh man, yeah, we're gonna brutalize her. One-on-one with a 10,000 ton cruiser, and we're winning in a gunfight. Even distribution of partial bends, overbends, and shells exploding inside the Denver. Flash fire, excellent. I think we got her. Just the one turret, she's not losing the other ones. That could have been worse for her. Little minor flooding. So they have flooding in 3, 8, 9, and 10 compartments. Damage to the engine, damage to the steering gear. She's tagging us enough because she has so many guns. There's compartment 7. One compartment, more compartment, and both of them flooded to max, and we'll have sunk her. Destroyed main gun. I think that one's already destroyed, so that didn't really do anything. That was the one that popped off with the flash fire. Multiple flooding hits. There's compartment 6. 7's flooding up to the overheads. Alright. They have lost compartment 7. Excellent. More fires, more engine damage. I don't think that smoke's gonna help you. More flooding. Come on, we need a flooding hit in compartment 6. we go. Compartment 5 and 6 is flooding up to the overhead. She's got some good compartmentalization if she can handle that much shipping, that much water. We needed 5. And there it is. That should do her in. Not too bad a damage. Excellent fight. Alright, can't complain about that. That pops off another turret. That is an excellent outcome. I was giving us even chance of getting it. Oh, she was 13,000 tons. Good grief. Yeah, I was not expecting that good an outcome. Like, we won that handily. And then we have our cruiser pack in the Caribbean against the Richmond, the Toledo, 2 lighter heavy cruisers, or overgunned light cruisers. I don't know, their armor is that good. Yeah, 11.6 inches max. And the Fulham, a 4-inch gun destroyer. Alright, here we go, the cruiser battle. Do we separate the cruisers out? Like, we could set them up as a crossfire. Get the Rochambeau to come over. And we'll split up the light cruisers. Do we need to screen? I need you to screen that group. I need you to screen that group. No torpedoes to start. And since you're screening, we're going to go for torpedo avoidance. We want to tighten up the heavy cruisers. Loose formation for the light cruisers is fine. And there they are. I'm not looking to screen with you guys. You'll engage to starboard, you will engage to port. Take a closer look. Oh, they're running. They're gonna run. We might just do line ahead. 36 knots. Light cruisers are 40. You know what? Congratulations. You're all together now. Heavy cruisers will use armor piercing. Light cruisers will be on auto, especially since they're 5-inch. These are heavily gunned ones, like in Atlanta? No, these are the 5-turret ones. They are pretty far out there. Our environmentals must be good for that much ability to sight. Oh yeah, tighten up your formation. Need you together. Just drop a knot so that they can close formation. I'm not going to do that for the heavy cruisers, which are now opening up. First hit, but it ricochets. One blocked, too. What's our accuracy looking at? Like 1 to 2%. Our range for the light cruisers is 14 kilometers. Got a ways to go. The heavy cruisers don't like the light cruiser. Might split them up. Let's do focus there, focus there, focus there. Ooh, pardon me. And then we'll separate out the other groups, alternating. That way we're not interfering with each other's firing solutions too much. Hopefully that improves the accuracy a little bit. Oh yeah. For high explosive, we need a range of 22 kilometers. So we'll have the leads use high explosive. So they're just coming into range, which is fine. That'll take care of the ricochets. That's kind of neat to watch. Oh, we're getting hits now. Excellent. Our light cruisers are within range. Bring them up to full speed now that we've closed ranks on the light cruisers. We're definitely going to focus on the Fulham as a threat. There we go. It was one of the light cruisers that hit the Fulham. Pass-through hit, but that's okay. One of the heavy cruisers hit. Successful hit on the Richmond, it looks like. Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of hits. Oh. That was a 10-inch shell going into the Fulham and exploding inside. Might have been a high explosive. That was impressive. Light cruisers are at 10 kilometers. We'll leave them on auto, even though I think they should be on high explosive. Just because they're all scattered out. Actually, yeah, I'm going to switch them. Use your high explosive. It's fine. Actually, the 2-inch are the secondaries. If we want them to engage at all. How fast are they? 30 knots? Yeah, that's nothing. We're looking at 13, 14 inches of effective armor. Which, yeah, we're in good shape for the heavy cruisers. Really? Torpedoes? Okay. Let's go left. We can turn off torpedo avoidance. We're just going to avoid them by dodging. Oh, multiple hits. 10 and 5-inch penetrations. Although the 5-inch was into a torpedo weakness. Alright, we're going to switch all of the heavy cruisers to armor piercing. We are within 6.5 kilometers. We're starting to see some real accuracy coming up. See if we can't get the middle turret and the rear turrets engaged. X turret won't be. And yeah, we're not going to use torpedoes. They're running straight from us. We're not going to be able to find a good firing solution. Torpedo in the water. Man, if they're going to turn, we're going to use the torpedoes. More torpedoes in the water. And turn. Really? Awkward angle. More torpedoes. If we do torpedoes, we want to get the Toledo now that she's maneuvering. How is Richmond doing? Imagine they're beat up at this point. Yeah, they're not looking good. Rudder amidships. Get your torpedoes on the Richmond. So we pass close aboard, extensive fire, even before the torpedoes get there. Range is 5.5 kilometers. Sheer weight of fire. Let's check on the heavy cruisers. We're looking at 12 kilometers at this point. Let's turn to the side. See if we can't get all turrets engaged. The Toledo is definitely having a very bad day. A lot of 5-inch hits, like can't even see everything going on. One of our cruisers ran into the sinking Richmond. Will be the most damage we suffer. Get above that smoke. So we ended up splitting the fleet again. Anyways. Except not 3 and 3, but as 6 and 6. Alright, just got massive flooding. A lot of our guns can't even engage with the amount of listing. Flooding will be what does her in. And another few American ships are down. There's our final result. Completely lopsided, one-sided battle. Only lost transports in the Caribbean this month. Egypt signs with Britain. That'll be awkward. Did not stave off the inevitable with Britain. Chad has changed hands. France gains Haiti. I don't think the army was moving on Chad. So that might have worked out well. North Africa's looking well. We have our destroyers over there. We want to split up a few more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then of those 6, we want to move 3 more over to Tobruk. Light cruisers are already moved out. Move submarines. Let's see, we've got Huelva, Cadiz, Rabat, Casablanca. If you want to enter the Mediterranean, you're going to have a blast. All the escort fleets are moving out to the Pacific. Meanwhile, we're not quite there, almost. Are they in 21, 250, 107, 90, 231? Haiti is done though. So we can bring in that's at 100. We have 250,000 sitting there. Can I finally go through the canal? Yes, because they're no longer a blocking fleet. In that case, let's see if we can't squeeze in here without combining fleets with both battlecruiser fleets. Which those may even be the same class. Yeah, those were originally together with the quad turrets. And then our heavy cruiser fleet, I'll get them in there, although I have no illusions we'll be able to fit them in between all these fleets. They're going to get combined somewhere. And it's going to be a pain in the neck to get them all separated. This cruiser fleet, we'll see if we can't intercept the Americans. I do want to look, how much do they have left? 5 heavy cruisers, 5 light cruisers, 5 destroyers, and 2 subs. Building a lot, and Britain is right there. Britain we'll be at war with Britain shortly. No significant tonnage available. We have American fleets. Let's bring the battleships. And intercept with the other battleships. I mean, that's just a destroyer. Could split up our grouping. Send the 3. Actually, I don't want to send all 3. 2 of the faster destroyers. And what do we have in here? Nothing too crazy, but 35. Yeah, I'm not going to split those up. We have more fleets coming around. So we'll try to intercept the front from this side. And then we have this single destroyer. So we can split up our group. Some to there and some to where they appear to be headed. Alright, excellent. We're at 100% for the invasion of Portuguese Guinea. So we actually don't need these 5 cruisers. Oh man, these are ancient. These are more modern? Yeah. Maybe we can remove them later. Once we get the rest. Oh, we missed one of our groups. Let's get them over to Hollandia. Although it looks like that did not fully trigger, we'll still collect up our fleets of ancient and decrepit cruisers and destroyers. South Indian Ocean, I missed a few of them. Even once Britain gets involved, we'll look to use those new intercepting cruisers to get involved in a lot of that. Alright, that looks good. What are we looking at with Britain? 1 battleship, 17 heavy cruisers, 29 light cruisers, 31 destroyers, 12 subs. We can handle that. We can handle that. La Coruña's no coastal subs have finished. I think that takes us to the end of August. And there we have it. That should put us at war with Britain. There's the serious incident. We could back down, pay indemnities, and stave it off. I'm tempted to actually do that this time, as a lot of our fleet is tied up. But the French are a prideful people. We will go to war with Britain, despite the difficulties that come from that, which puts the Soviet Union further away. We have a sub attacking us in San Diego to no significant effect. Then we have, wow, they sorted everything. A heavy cruiser escorted by 2 destroyers against our bombardment fleet. How fast are they? 31 knots, 33, 33. Alright, now we get to do the fun part of sorting it all out. Let's get all the heavy cruisers together. 4 squads of destroyers, which is fine. Here, you can, well, we'll scout in a little bit. This is not the fleet I was thinking of. And how'd you get in there? I think this is 2 fleets that combined at some point. You are not like the others. I mean, these are 2 different sets. These are all forward gun battleships, 14-inch battleships, and these are more traditional 14-inch. Kind of like super dreadnoughts almost. Oh, no, those are slow. Those are definitely older. Ah, you belong with the Magnanimity. The light cruiser is not fast enough to keep up the Requin. Let's have you follow. Or the heavy cruisers also slow? You'll follow the slow. The light cruiser can screen for them. 35, 35, 35, 35. Alright. You screen for them. You screen for them. You screen for them. And you scout. Not that you're going to be able to keep up with the battleships. Take it easy with the torpedoes. Come up to full speed. Tight, tight, tight. Do want you to avoid torpedoes. And I don't care about what ammo you all are using. Alright, I think we're sorted out. Environmentals are average. I think they might be running. They're not fast enough though. The fleet's definitely going to get separated out. The speed difference between these battleships and our Patriots is just too much. We're getting closer. And we should spot them shortly. Do we have radar on these? No. No, I don't want to end the battle. They're definitely running. As well they should. Oh, we're getting close. Is visibility that poor? Doesn't seem like it would be. There we go. Spotted at 16.5 kilometers. This is the kind of fight these battleships are good at. Oh, we hit one we couldn't see. Alright, let's slow things down a little bit. Most destroyers appear to be turning around. That could be a bad day for us. There's another one out there. There we go. Fire on the cruiser. Oh yeah, a lot of hits. Let's make sure we're using armor piercing. Let's see how devastating this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. All over penetrations, but they caused flooding. Indiana, yeah, a lot of flooding back aft now. Stay focused, don't shift targets. Finish the heavy cruiser. I want the secondaries on that destroyer. There, that's got him settled. Yeah, Indiana's having a very bad day. And so is that destroyer. That's more flooding for the Indiana. Oh, torpedoes in the water. I think our safest course is to come left, especially since one misfired. This is going to be close. Shift rudder. Too close. Dud torpedo, though. What kind of armor are we looking at on the Indiana? Yeah, that's like 13 inches of armor. We're going to use high explosive for the secondaries. Ugh, so much smoke, I can't see. A lot of hits. Tremendous amount. More torpedoes in the water. It's the wrong direction, though. Man, they're not having good luck with their torpedoes. A lot of them are misfiring. Or prematurely detonating. Practically point blank range. Yeah, that ended their day. How close was the rest of the fleet? Not very. And that takes care of that fleet. Oh, quickly followed by an intercept from our destroyers. 40 knot destroyers, 38 knot cruiser. If she runs, we're gonna have trouble. Alright, here we go. Starting with armor-piercing shells. Let's go. And we have radar on these destroyers. And here we are, having slowly closed range as the sun sets. The environmentals are poor at this point. Having spotted them at 23 kilometers half an hour ago. And fully identified them as the Augusta. What is their armor looking like? Not much, especially that main deck. There we go. Full ahead. We're going to be using AP rounds. Let's have a chance to get through her deck armor, but probably not much. But our high explosive rounds, we need to be within 15.5 kilometers. No, 0% chance. Even longer to get close enough to actually open fire. What's her range? 10, 11 kilometers. There we go. Armor piercing rounds. There we go. Ricochet hit. Couple actual hits. What's our range? 13 kilometers. For it to be high explosive for all. And we are closing in now. 11 kilometers, we'll probably see her start opening up soonish. There we go, starting to get actual hits. That torpedo detonation was terrible for her. She has no chance of hitting any of our ships at this point. Where are we at? 10.3, another torpedo detonation. Causing some flooding this time. Now she's turned it directly away. So we'll cut in again. We're kind of blinking away at long range. Destroyed torpedo with a penetrating hit. What's our armor looking like? The belt is pretty weak, actually. But even at this range, we're going to have some difficulty with it. So we'll stay with the high explosive for now. Alright, we're starting to see a few more hits. 9.5 kilometers, taking a closer look. Very much on fire. Chewed up a lot of the rear of the ship, which is not surprising. Some up forward. Not much of a fight even. Which is bad for her. Alright, we don't have to worry about torpedoes at all at this point. Not that we would, being in destroyers. Alright, we're above 10 kilometers again, so let's cut back in. Only problem is we're having trouble damaging her with the high explosives. Pretty much just gonna pummel her into submission or hope we get her on fire. I'd say we've softened her up some. Yeah, she's in pretty poor shape. Let's lay off the torpedoes unless we see return fire from her. have yet to see. There we go, return fire. Pretty inaccurate return fire. And extensive fire does it as we close in to get enough hits to cause the enflambe. And that brings us to the end of this fight, and I think the end of this episode. So I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying to the end. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And you all take care.